Hello, I don't know why you clicked on this video because I'm ranking the MCC 18 teams by the colors, how much I like the colors. And I think this will be completely accurate. It's a pretty solid method to determine who would win. Like, it's my preference, so like, why wouldn't it? Oh, that's conceded. I take that back. I don't think I have the power over that, but I'm just, anyway, let's get into the ranking, eh? Number 10 is the lime lychees. It's not the most appealing of greens to me, if I'm gonna be honest. It wants to be yellow, but it doesn't at the same time, and it's like, just pick a color, dude. In 9th place, we have the orange oozes. I like orange a lot, but this orange just isn't as good of an orange, if I'm gonna be honest, as some other oranges that I've seen before. It's not as bad as the lime, but it's not as good as the other ones. That's why it's in where it is. That's how a ranking system works. In 8th, we have the green goblins. I tend to not dislike green, but the two greens in this ranking are not very good in my opinion. This green is very slightly like desaturated a bit. Like, I want a saturated green. Why can't you put a saturated green? It would be a lot more pleasing on the eyes. But no, they're like, yeah, we're gonna desaturate this green so that it's less pleasing on the eyes. And I assume that's how that went. In 7th is the red ravens. Again, the red is like slightly desaturated. What is with MCC and slightly desaturating perfectly good colors? Like, it's slightly getting into where it's more acceptable. It just throws me off because it kind of matches the red on Jack Manifold's face, and I don't know how I feel about that. In 6th, the first color that I like is the cyan centipedes. I like cyan. Cyan's a pretty cool color. It's like a blue-green. It's like the lime, where it's like, hey, just pick a color, but it's like, hey, I'm choosing an in-between of two colors, and it's a really cool combination, unlike lime, which is stupid. No hate if you like lime. I just don't like the lime that they chose, but I like the cyan that they chose because it's cool, and it's cyan. And it's slightly desaturated, so that's why it's like slightly lower. In 5th, we have the fuchsia Frankensteins. So, you know, the pink, I like it. I like the pink. I think it's a pink. It's like a pinkish purple, which is an interesting color to look at. It's really pleasing to look at. There's nothing too special about it, so that's why it's not as high as the other ones, but it's just a really good color. What is fuchsia, actually? Fuchsia on google.com. It is a flower that is like purple and pinkish, so that's actually a really good color that they chose. There's like fuchsia berries. Are they edible? They taste like a kiwi, apparently. So it seems like they are edible, but you know, you should do your research before just eating random fruits off of trees. I would not recommend it. But yeah, I like the color. In 4th is the mustard mummies. Now, people don't tend to like yellow. They think yellow is like, oh, it's a bad color. It's not a good color. I don't like yellow. Well, I like yellow, so that's why I'm putting it 4th. In spite of the people who don't like yellow, it's not particularly, I don't particularly like it that much over the fuchsia color, but I want to spite the people that don't like yellow. So I'm putting the mustard mummies in 4th because the color is cool, and it's also fun to spite people who don't like yellow because yellow is a pretty good color. In 3rd place, we have the aqua abominations. I really like the color here. It's nice and saturated. It's not desaturated. I just think it's a pretty color, so I put it 3rd. In 2nd place, we have the blue banshees. It's a darker blue, and I like darker blues technically. Not technically. I tend to like darker blues than lighter blues, and in this case I do, because it's a pleasing color. It's a more pleasing color in my opinion to look at. It's more warm, and even though it's not a warm color, but it's more full, I guess. It's more, I hit my pop filter. Sorry if that burned your ears. I think it's just more pleasing to look at. So it's 2nd, but you're asking what could be 1st? Well, if you know your colors, your MCC colors, then you would know that violet vampires come in first. I like purple. Technically, I tend to like purple. It's either my first or second favorite color. I tend to mix up orange and purple. It depends on the day or the week or the month. I don't know. I don't think this is technically a violet. No, wait. Yeah, no, this is a violet color. I had to recite the rainbow Roy G. Biv in my head to figure out that, yeah, this is violet and not indigo. I was mixing up violet and indigo, but no, this is violet indeed. So I just like it. It's a purple. It's purple. I like purple, so it's purple, so it's first. And bye.